There are so many moving parts when it comes to YouTube content creation. It's enough to make you want to throw in the towel. But luckily, I have created an entire workflow that makes it super easy for me to script and produce and send my videos right onto my editor, or even edit them if I want to myself. By the end of this video, you'll have my whole YouTube content creation system and process so that you can take bits and pieces of that and create your own workflow, your own system, so that it feels really low lift for you and you can start leveraging YouTube to drive these leads into your business. Since you're in the phase right now of trying to build this content calendar for YouTube and figure out these workflows that really work best for you, having the right tools is going to be the best hack that you could have ever. And that's why I want to introduce you guys to this video sponsor, Riverside. It's a platform that I totally recommend, and it's going to help you make your content creation process a lot easier. Riverside is an all-in-one platform that makes recording and editing professional quality content seamless. Imagine being able to capture studio quality audio and video from anywhere, while also simplifying your editing with tools like automated captions and separate audio tracks. So whether you're recording videos for YouTube or even repurposing content for other platforms, it's designed to save time and improve your results. So if your goal is to create consistent and high quality content, Riverside is going to be the tool that you have got to try out. And you can try it out for free at the link down below. And when you are ready to subscribe because you realize how amazing it is, go ahead and use code JamarDiggs for 15% off. And now let's get into the video. It's a template that you can totally have access to if you join the Low Lift Club. It's my YouTube membership. You get access to all of the things that I mentioned in this video, or you can just kind of just make it yourself if you have the time to do that. But I want to show you how I'm able to really get this workflow up and running and make it really easy for me to film these videos. Okay, so the first thing that I use is Airtable. Airtable is how I organize all the technical stuff, because I really love that it's a database or a way to really organize the content. And so as you see above this base here, I have a little expertise database where you can just list all the things that you know. There's an exercise inside the membership that I walk through, but for the sake of this tutorial, I just really want to hit on the idea bank. This is a place where you're able to just list down all of your ideas that you have to make, just so that you don't lose track of anything. And I have this really cool like form that makes it very easy for people to just like, you can even just put this form up on like your phone or a shortcut, and like whenever you have an idea, just submit it, and then it goes right into the grid view here. So you'll see all of these. After you have done brainstorming and ideating of like what videos you want to do, you can start doing the planning. This is really the robust part of this Airtable hub, and is where I do most of my work. And so what you see right now is just like a little template that I have created. What I like to do is, as you see above here, I like to organize it by episode, release date. I have a section for like the final title. You have the episode number, the release date. I have what is the final title. If there's like a little prompt that you need to think about, like if you want to get your memory jogged, because what I normally recommend is like, I normally kind of think of like maybe like 4 to 8 video topics at one time. And just to make sure that I know what I am trying to hit on when it's time for scripting, I kind of just write a little prompt, like a little note to myself to make sure that I'm like going in the right direction that I want it to. And then I have my SEO score, like, so whatever vidIQ gives me, I like to just add those there. It's just a little nice thing for me to have. The status, I also have it here. And then if there's a content category, like I want to make sure that I'm hitting on my content categories that I have, or like my content pillars. I like to just list that there. And then there's also like 4 video types that I want to make sure that are just on repeat in my content. I have all videos about that kind of strategy on my channel. Identify which video it is, and then also linking to playlists. So a playlist strategy is so important because it helps people binge your content even more. And then also playlists are able to rank inside of search as well. And so thinking about what playlist this video could possibly be in could be really helpful for you. So you see how like Airtable based allows you to kind of do all of your optimization thinking ahead of time. And then like what is going to be the primary keyword here. And as you'll see, like what happens is you can link to whatever keywords that you're focusing on. So when I say keywords, I mean, well, what is the primary keyword? I get to do my thumbnail text planning. So I get to add what is going to be the thumbnail text that I want to add. What is the thumbnail direction? Like, how do I want my video editor or graphic designer to design this actual thumbnail, right? What was I trying to go for, basically, just to give them some inspiration. And then if there's some thumbnails that I'm like, oh no, this is kind of what I'm going for, I like to add those down here as well for the video editor to see. Then I'm also able to put all my tags in here. I have a formula that makes sure that I am not exceeding that 500 character limit as well. And then I have like my video description here. I have the main call to action that I want to hit on just in case I forget, or maybe there's more than one. Maybe there's a special one. We like to highlight that. And then also any related video. So this is the one that's really, really fun because as you start building up this database, you're going to have other videos that definitely like make sense. Like just like how I referred to a video just previously, I'm going to have that video inside here so that I can make sure that I add it into the video description or as a card later on. The way that I add videos in the description is that I do the title and then I do like the link. And so what I want to do is what you'll see down here is I have like a live link. So I have a link to the YouTube video here, but then I also have the title, which is right here, right? And so what you'll see is at the top of each record, there's a little formula that kind of puts them together so that I can easily just take that and then paste it into the video description. And so when we even go here, right? So when I'm writing the video description, let's say that I have a related video down here, click into here, and I easily just copy that, paste that right inside there. And so it's just like less clicks. I just love a less clicks. So I really love using this Airtable base just for that. Now, if you're liking this video so far, then you may end up liking some of the other free resources that I have. I have a 90-minute quick start guide, and I also have a 3-part video training on how to revive your channel and start getting leads with YouTube. So if you are interested in one of those 2 resources, definitely take a look at the video description down below, grab one of them. I have a link to the Google Drive folder. So this is also a really, really cool thing. So I have a whole automation inside of Zapier that whenever I like approve a video to be put into production schedule, right? Let's just say that after I finalize the title and stuff, and now I want to start like filming it, I have an automation set up that's already from Airtable. As soon as I mark this as create folder, I have a Zapier automation that already goes and creates the folders inside of Google Drive, also creates the project management task that needs to happen as well in the back end for ClickUp, which we'll get to in a minute. And then it comes back and it copies that Google Drive folder link right here. So I can just go ahead and click on that, then access it very easily for the finals and the raw files folder. So it makes all of these folders for me so that I can easily just access it. So you see how the database is coming together. And then also I have some things for like, if you want to quickly get to the analytics URL, you can do that. But I really love scripting in here as well. It's so easy. So I can easily just like script that. And then I have these views in here where if I'm just worried about scripting, all I need to know is like, what is the prompt? And then what am I going to type in for like my scripting outline? So I'll just have this pulled up while I am filming, and then I just know what to hit whenever that time comes. If I am outsourcing certain aspects of this process to people, I have a thumbnail design view here. I can share this link with the video editor and they will have access to know like for which video they need to use which text, what is the direction for that, and what is the thumbnail inspiration for each one. So they can just do their work. They don't have to have another account for Airtable. They can just click on this link, get what they need, and then go about their business. So it makes it very, very easy when you're working with other contractors. And then you also get to see the publishing calendar as well. So as you end up seeing, let's just go into strategy view. If you start seeing like what things are released, and when, pull up here so you're able to see what's going on. You're also able, if you're using this for status, what I like to do, I like to, like, as soon as it's time for me to script things, I like to just kind of put them in different statuses here, just to help me when it's time for me to create videos. Like I like to know like what process I'm in, right? So this is just a very manual process when it comes to the statuses. But when we go into ClickUp and really seeing how things work that way, you're able to see a more granular way. So let's go into ClickUp. And so this is actually another template that is offered to my members. So this is really how I use to manage the entire post-production process for my YouTube management clients. And so I took that process, I took that SOP, and then I'm giving it to my members, right? And so this can be scaled up or scaled back depending on what you're looking for. And what's so cool about this is that I have every single step mapped out, as well as like the quality control checks. So you don't have to worry about like if someone's doing something right. They have it all mapped out inside of here. And I also have like a little role guide. So I have like what is the role of the client, the video editor, and like what needs to happen. So and this can be split up even more if you have an assistant, right? So for example, if you're just a talent, then all you really need to do is just turn in the raw footage, and then maybe your VA is giving the revision notes, or maybe you are giving the revision notes. And then when it comes down here, your assistant is doing all of the other things down here, right? So going into this YouTube task template here, it's so great because you have all of the steps that you need to happen. So what I like to do is move this parent status to whatever is the parent task to whatever status we're in. So we use these tasks, these statuses here to make it a little bit more easier to see where things are. Whenever something is complete, right? Whenever a subtask is complete, we mark this as complete, but then we move the parent task through these motions here. So here's a whole QA checklist for the video editor of like what they need to do. And then when it comes to YouTube SEO, here's a whole QA checklist, and then how to do the UTM parameters right here for them whenever they are optimizing the video, right? And putting in the lead magnet or the call to action for that video. And so all that is thought about because there's so many different moving parts here. And I like to just have it all in one place, especially if you're doing this either by yourself or you're getting help. It just makes a very clear SOP, standard operations procedure for everyone. So whoever comes in, they know what's happening because you're able to assign this to them. And the beauty of this is when I check that create folder option inside of Airtable, this is a template, right? So I already have it. So inside Zapier, I have it as a template in ClickUp. And so in Zapier, I say create folder. It's taking this template and it's already applying it to that video in here. And then all you have to do is get started. But if you want to take it a little bit more deeper, is you can start adding in dependencies. And this is very helpful if you have like a lot of moving parts and maybe you need to push things back, but you don't want to go through each and every task and do it. You can easily just mark everything as a dependency, like really like link them all together so that when one thing is extended, all the other things shift. And that makes it so much easier to manage, okay? Whenever a YouTube video has gone through this process and has now been scheduled, I have like some tasks that are assigned to me through this repurpose workflow, okay? And so this is optional, but I just want to show you like what is a work, like what are like those main things that I use. And so what typically happens is when it is then set up to be scheduled or it's been like, finished, the video has been finished, now I have some time to start creating these other assets here. And so I need to write the email for when the video goes out. I have the blog, I have to write the blog post, then create some Instagram posts, create some LinkedIn posts, create some Threads posts, and you can also do YouTube shorts if you want to, right? And so this is a template that also my members have, but I kind of just do kind of whatever I want to want, right? So it's very funny because like I have all of this mapped out, but if I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it. It's not the end of the world. I tweak whatever I want. Like, so like right now, I don't worry about creating more shorts. I do not do 10 threads posts. I may do like 2 or 3, and I kind of just use whatever I have. But this just gives me the idea to start thinking about that platform. It gives me the time and space to think about it. It helps me just put things up on my task list so that I don't forget about them if that is important to you, right? This could be really helpful. That is really all of the workflows of how I use Airtable and ClickUp together to make sure that everything gets done correctly and is streamlined. All right, hopefully this gave you a really good idea of like what I do, and hopefully you're able to take some bits and pieces and see what works for you and apply it to your own processes. If you don't use Airtable, you could use some other tool. If you don't use ClickUp, use some other tool. It's just what I use. Take the bits and pieces of what you like learned here and apply them to your own workflow. This resource is available in my Low Lift Club. Definitely take a look at that membership options down below. Also, don't forget to check out Riverside if you are really looking to get a handle on your YouTube content creation workflow. It's free to join. Go ahead and click the link down below to get that. And then when you are ready to join and subscribe to it, use code JamarDiggs for additional 15% off. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.